All right, here we have the Xsjado skates. This is the Dustin Latimer Uno Xsjado skates, and these are complete with the original Dustin Latimer, I think 2003 wheels with the 4 different designs on the logo. You got the I, the DL initials, 5588, and then the Mind Game logo. You get 4 wheels in here. This is the Xsjado Mook frames, and we'll look at those later. And this is the creation of Dustin Latimer, Shane Coburn, and Mike Wilson. The Xsjado skate right here, the big beefy rollerblades. And according to Shane Coburn, the idea from these skates, he came up with this in 1995, so quite a long time ago. And most obviously, if you look at it, you see the snowboard bindings kind of look. And he's not trying to hide anything or make it, aesthetically pleasing. You kind of get what you see here, And he was saying most skates use a mechanical cuff that attempt to imitate the motion of your ankle. And basically what he was going for here is to have more flex. These skates have a lot more flex side to side while keeping your foot in place, which is a big plus. When I skated these, they weren't my favorite skates. I think I liked the USD Thrones just slightly better. But if you're doing negatives and stuff like that, this skate is way better for negative tricks. The Royale groove, once you customize it, this Royale groove is just as good as the one on the USD Thrones. And it's a unique looking skate. Take a look at the shoe of the skate. Basically what it was meant for is you could just wear these as regular shoes and wear them to anywhere you want. But what I found, that this sole is way too thin for everyday wear. So if you're choosing to wear these, this is gonna wear out at some point. So the shoe, actually, you can wear them, but I wouldn't really recommend it. Another nice thing that they have here is the Velcro straps here. This tightens your foot. And the way you can tighten your foot with this thing, you have a lot of different possibilities of how you want your foot to flex, or you want it to be tighter. The shock absorber, as you can see it here, the size of the shock absorber is like nothing you've seen. Other skates don't have this. Usually it's a small little, like the SL Razors is a smaller shock absorber. This thing is beefy, and doing bigger gaps, you have a lot of shock absorption here. These skates were also in 2 sizes. The size small was 4.5 to 9, and the large was 9.5, and then you could squeeze in 12 to 13 in there. One thing that I know for a fact is a lot of people were talking about how this skate right here is going to be lighter than other skates. Basically the way the Mook frames were is you don't have the weight of the anti-rocker and stuff like that, and people thought that they were going to be a lot lighter than other skates on the market, but this is not really the fact. What happened is the weight of the shoe, the materials and everything, these are a size 9, and the weight of the skates is 4 pounds 11 ounces. Now I have some Salomon skates of the same size that are almost 1 pound lighter. So that's a little bit of a difference. These are still more comfortable overall, but they were really hoping for a lighter weight, and that did not actually happen. These skates actually weigh quite a bit. So yeah, and another part is in 2005, Salomon, who was owned by Adidas at the time, they did not want to have anything to do with the aggressive skates any longer, and they basically, Salomon was not producing parts for Xsjado anymore, and at that point, Xsjado had to make a decision. How are they going to get other parts? And they basically, I don't know if they gave up their patent or they leased their patent or whatever happened, but they paired up with Power Slide, which is USD, and at that point Power Slide took over and started producing the skates. And what you see now, the shadows you see now, is you're not. It's called, you know, it's Xsjado now, not Xsjado. It's just called Xsjado. It's not this kind of skate. It looks very similar to it, but the way it acts, the way it feels, is a much different skate. This piece of padding is not here. They have the liner here now. This was an important part of the design and the skate, the way it all kind of complements together. All these customizable parts, they complement each other. And the new Xsjado skates, they just don't have that. You're still in a walkable shoe, but it's more of a boot. You don't have this part. Just the way it flexes, it just does not have the same feel to it. So I know these skates are becoming more and more rare and harder to find. But yeah, this is the skate that was collaborated and produced by the greatest skater of all time, Dustin Latimer. And it's definitely cool to have these in a brand new condition. Definitely a nice collector item that I'm gonna keep. And yeah, I wish I never sold mine. I had my skates for a long time, and I just wasn't using them, and I sold them, and I definitely regret it because these are too small for me, but it's definitely nice having it as a display item. So yeah, share your stories if you like the Xsjado skates, or you know, the old school ones or the newer ones. What are your thoughts on the rollerblade? It was definitely, when it came out, I thought, as far as the skate industry, I thought these skates were going to be around, you know, 20 years from now, and like a big you know, they were kind of like they looked like they were the future of rollerblading. And then rollerblading kind of had a little bit of a fallout, and now it's regaining momentum. People are skating again with more free time and collecting these things, and it's good to see that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button, and check back for more new videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.